Now, what was the song that y'all did for Puffy?
It was called Just a Freak in Me, a song that we wrote.
Oh, okay. I thought it was not Jodeci's song. Okay, you wrote a song. Okay, I wrote a song.
Yeah, and we performed it for Puffy in the elevator, and he looked at us like, "This girl's tripping." But he loved us. You know, he loved us. He was interested. He wanted to sign us.
But here's my thing. I wonder, you said in the elevator.
In the elevator.
The nigga you couldn't get him in a room where he sits down and listens behind a desk? He's that moving that fast?
Because actually we went to go meet him at the Hit Factory at the studio.
Okay.
And at that time, you had to come down on the elevator and let people in.
Okay.
So he came down.
And y'all just busted right there.
Soon as them elevator doors open, y'all just better freak the shit out of him. We had them all backed up against the elevator wall.
Oh, y'all was dancing and shit with him?
It was like, oh, yeah.
You was like, take this, take some of that.
Yeah, take that.
That's where you got it from. Okay,
yeah,
from y'all.
Right.
Y'all was giving him some of that there. Okay, I ain't mad at you. So you were nervous as hell. You had to be because he was big time.
Yeah, we were, but
right.
you know, normally that nervous energy is the best energy.
Sure.
Just as you go into fight and flight, you like, here's your moment. You take it or leave it. So we took it, and
right.
That's how we wound up getting a deal with Puffy.
When he said he liked y'all, did you believe him? Or was it
I didn't think he had no. I mean, initially leaving there, we thought he hated us. You know, because he did not give off any type of reaction, but he did call her, like, later on that evening, early in the morning, was just like, I like those girls, I want to sign them. And that was,
wow.
We were actually going to sign to Uptown at first.
Okay, sure. Andre Harrell, rest in peace. Mm-hmm.
Yep, it was us and Biggie, and then Craig Mack, yep.
Really? Now, speaking of Biggie, you were on my favorite song. Oh, one of my favorite songs. Yeah, Juicy, yeah. Y'all did, wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. So if Puffy, I'm trying to his mind. So he wants to sign somebody and he has a song and he's looking for some backup. He just takes the artists he has and puts them in there to do the backup singing because it's not like Biggie featuring Total. It's just y'all singing in the background.
Well, that's the Juicy record. Was definitely a learning lesson for us. Like, Biggie was like our big little brother, so we were always hanging out. Like, he was always telling us to come to the city, hang out. So we were just hanging out in the studio with him that night, Keisha and I, and he was doing, listening to the track, and we were humming it in the background, and he was like, go in the booth and do that. So they kept it, and I don't think, bad business move on our part because our management chewed us out. She was like, you don't go in the studio, you don't jump on no records, you don't do this, you don't do that without anything. We weren't thinking. We were thinking family all love. And
sure.
Biggie did make sure we got paid for the record. We were just never featured on a record, I'm assuming, because it was just never intended for Biggie first record to be a feature.
Right. Want to be him by himself.
Right.
Wow. I can understand them cussing you out, but you're young.
Yeah,
you don't know no better
like
than that. And sometimes you have to give up a little something to
gain something.
Right, exactly, to gain something.
And I honestly feel like that record catapulted Puffy into like,
sure.
You need to, because after that started hitting and he saw how big it was, even though a lot of people, if you knew we were on a record, you knew we were on a record, but it wasn't being promoted that we were on a record. Right. And the record skyrocketed.
Right.
So instantly he was like, yo, I got this soundtrack for y'all for New Jersey Drive. And that's when we went and we did Can't You See.
Right.
And Biggie did the verse on that.
If you like that show, like, subscribe, and comment below. Hit the notification bell. Hit the subscribe button, man. We want you around. Appreciate it.